Mary and Joseph lived in the town of Nazareth. By all practical human logic, their child should have been born there. But Caesar Augustus, the most powerful ruler on earth, ordered a mandatory census. This empire-wide decree forced millions to register in their ancestral homelands, disrupting lives and shifting populations. For a woman in the final stages of pregnancy, this meant a grueling trek across roughly 90 miles of harsh, punishing terrain. Their destination was an isolated speck on the regional map, a small, economically insignificant farming community named Bethlehem. Most people would expect a king to arrive 6 miles to the north in Jerusalem, amid the massive stone walls, royal courts, and religious elite. We have to ask why the divine timeline relied on an inconvenient Roman tax law to pull an expectant mother away from her home, delivering a child in a dusty outpost instead of a capital city. Earthly rulers like Augustus issued decrees that shifted borders and populations, yet these same movements were positioning pieces for a much larger operation. Ancient Jewish scriptures contained a strict legal requirement. The true king of Israel had to emerge directly from the family line of King David. Centuries before he sat on a throne, David was a shepherd in Bethlehem. His family roots were permanently fixed to that specific plot of land. Because Joseph was a direct descendant of David, the bureaucratic machinery of the Roman census legally bound him to return to that exact geographic coordinate. The census functioned as a sorting mechanism, positioning the royal bloodline in the required city at the exact time the lineage needed to be established. The empire that conquered the known world was unknowingly acting as the transportation system for a much older architectural plan. The requirement for this location was recorded roughly 700 years before Roman soldiers ever controlled Judea. The prophet Micah named an explicit origin point, writing that out of Bethlehem Ephratah would come the ultimate ruler of Israel. Out of the thousands of settlements in the ancient world, the text narrowed the arrival to this single village centuries in advance. The town's name reveals a deeper layer of meaning. In the original Hebrew, Bethlehem translates directly to house of bread. Decades after his birth there, Jesus declared himself the bread of life in the Gospel of John, creating a perfect conceptual fit with his birthplace. Bethlehem served as a physical location, a legal sorting mechanism, and a prophetic symbol, all aligning on a single night. Beyond the ancient scrolls and the movements of empires, we are left with the quiet reality of the village itself. The arrival of this king bypassed the wealth and status of the capital. There were no royal parades, just a small family seeking shelter in a farming community. This choice highlights a consistent pattern, divine power operating through the ordinary and the overlooked to reveal a greater purpose. It demonstrates that true authority and change are often accessed through humility rather than through force or social status. The events in Bethlehem suggest that no place is too remote and no person is too small to be part of an intentional, long-term plan.